morning, you guys. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm bringing you another vlog because I know you guys tend to like those, but I'm kind of in a rush. This is another realistic, real-time day in my life. So I just got out of the shower, obviously got dressed so I could talk to you guys. I'm just diving into my morning skincare routine that I do every morning. It makes me happy. I just got back from Pilates. And this is like my little me time. This is my morning time. The rest of my day is taking care of other people. So I really cherish these hours. I'm applying the Obagi vitamin C. And this is what the bottle looks like. It's a 20% vitamin C. I like it a lot. If you haven't tried vitamin C yet, I would suggest starting out with a lower percentage. Some people kind of break out from it and can have sensitivity. It can be exfoliating, vitamin C. And I am just gonna do a little bit of moisturizer. This is from the Image Vital C line. It is okay. Not sure if it makes me break out, but I got it at the trade show I went to when I went to the San Jose Face and Body show, and it's just been in my cabinet, so I figured I'd give it a go. It's a sunny day, so vitamin C is my best friend. And everyone, all of my clients have been complaining that they feel dry. I feel dry. We're all dry out here. There's very low moisture in the Bay Area right now, but the weather is actually beautiful. Loving that. And I've got my moisturizer on. I think I'm gonna do a little eye cream. Dermaplus Vitamin K eye cream, my fave. Of course, my battery light is blinking, so it's about to die. Gotta charge that before I head out. Actually, I know what time it is. Low-key nervous. I'm gonna be late. I think I'll be okay. But by late, I mean not early, which I like to arrive early, have time to breathe, set up, just get in my space, say hi to everyone at work. I hate the feeling of stressing out, being late, and like feeling out of control. But of course we make time for facial massage. Just gonna do a little bit. I think a little bit every day makes all the difference. I put my jade roller in the freezer. Feels nice and cooling. My skin has just been feeling a little bit dry, a little bit sensitized. So this is great for inflammation, cold in general, great for the skin. So this morning, I kind of spent the morning with my boyfriend. He's leaving for Texas. We won't get to spend Valentine's together, but it's okay. He will be gone for 5 days, but it was kind of nice to just, even though we only had like 40 minutes before he had to leave, I had to go to my workout. It was just nice to even have coffee together, and I walked in on him draining his lymph with this little massage tool I got for his under eye. So that was so cute. He's like obsessed with draining lymph now. He doesn't like to feel puffy, and I was like, thank you, you get it. I thought when we first started dating you were gonna think I was weird with my 5 massage tools I have in my bathroom, but I guess it's a good fit. Next, I'm gonna throw on my sunscreen, and I have a tip. Also make my boyfriend do this every morning because he's on the field. He always gets a farmer's tan from his t-shirt. So my tip is that I learned from a dermatologist: apply your sunscreen before you get dressed. We tend to forget about this neck and décolleté area, which is actually a really common area for melanoma. It just gets skipped. So try to put your sunscreen on before you get dressed. And that way, if your shirt moves around or something, or you change, you are still protected. So I put my sunscreen on my body before I got dressed. I have like a 15 to 20 minute walk to work, and the sun is like beaming down on me. I'm near the water, so really important to wear your SPF. I leave a little hat in my passenger seat as well, and I put my sunscreen on the tops of my hands before I leave. I know it's tricky because you wash your hands a lot, but better than nothing, or just throw on some driving gloves. So those are my little tips for the morning. I gotta get myself together and get out the door. willing to take you on. And the reason this might take a little bit more searching is because it takes time out of their day to train you. Like, all these services can be taught, but it takes somebody really starting from ground zero and kind of being willing to take on potential.
I have a lot of the peel off masks. Do you have any of those back here? I have like
I don't.
a ton.
I don't have any facial pluses today.
Okay.
I'll take a few of those.
Yeah, I'll leave those for you. Yeah, do you have the collagen masks?
Yeah, they're just in that drawer.
Okay. So the mineral.
Yeah, I think. I have one that let me see if I can.
Like, yeah, that's what I did last year. I was like squeezing every last bit of the collagen.
I have one little left over here.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, yeah. No worries.
There. Be nerve. Okay, hi guys. I wanted you to meet Lizzy, my coworker. Hello, Angel. But she's been an esthetician for 8 years, and she's been at Dermaplus for 6 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting her on the spot, and I asked her to share a little tip with you guys from all her years of experience.
One thing I would definitely say as being an esthetician is it's such a beautiful
Get cheesy. I love it. I love where this is going. I'm all ears.
I don't know why I feel like the pressure is so on.
Oh my god, you're so
sorry. It's a very rewarding career. I'm honestly not good at talking in front of the camera. It's a very rewarding. Yeah, I'll get comfortable with this. It's a very rewarding career. One thing that I learned only in the last couple years is to really take care of myself as well. All day long, you know, we need to give 100%. You know, be present. Be present is one of the biggest things that I've learned. And in order to do that, you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally and physically. And that way you can give your all. And a client really does notice it when you're 100% there. They want to come back to you. They want to, you know, take all your advice as much as you can. And to help them. So just, yeah, being present and just really taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, just everything is what I'd say.
Yeah.
That way you can just really give your all.
Especially because we're the ones who get sick all the time.
Yep. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's why we're, vitamin C, wearing face masks if we have to.
Yeah.
Trying to eat better, healthier, cleaner. Yeah. Just taking care of yourself is always number one.
Yeah. Bringing lunches. We just eat our little protein
eggs
in the break room.
Egg break.
Egg break. So feeding yourself. You go to the gym. What else do you do to take care of yourself? You're all about like the lash. Like what I love about Lizzy, like she does her things to feel good.
Yes. For me, lashes. Holler, glow and go. That's my girl.
She goes to Jackie.
Yeah, go to Jackie. I definitely, even though it can be an expensive treatment, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel put together, and if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. I try to read. I mean, I'm not the best reader with like novels, but if I can just pick up a book and just read something positive, I'll try to do that, a couple times a week or in the morning time. Something therapeutic for me is a cup of coffee in the morning, and just sitting there with silence. It's almost like my own type of meditation without the meditation.
It's like the ritual.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
It's that you time. I'm the same way with like Pilates and my skincare routine. Like I don't compromise that. I make the time, because it just sets the tone for my whole day. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. You're so great.
I know, I'm probably so red too.
No, it's the camera. Okay, we'll check you later. Hi guys, what's up? It is the next afternoon. I'm actually not feeling very well, so I am staying home today. I'm not scheduled to work at Dermaplus, which is good because I feel just completely run down. And yeah, I actually haven't updated you guys in a while on kind of my health journey, but I have been struggling for a while. As you guys, a lot of you know, I do have an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's. I think what is most difficult about autoimmune diseases is it's not just the symptoms of the disease itself. It's, having a weakened immune system that's constantly attacking itself and just being very vulnerable to different types of flares. So I did have a client come in sick yesterday. I don't know if it was because of that. I'm constantly getting sick at this point. It's almost every week. Like, it's really lucky if I do get through a full week. So I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on that. And right now I'm working at Dermaplus 2 days a week, which doesn't sound like too much. And there are certainly people who do it full-time. Everyone else besides me at Dermaplus right now is full-time. And I just wanted to kind of be open about that because I am working from home the other days. I work for my family business. And right now for me, especially with dealing with Hashimoto's, it's kind of all I can manage right now without completely burning myself out. Not to say somebody else can't do it, but for me, it is a lot on my body, and adding on the commute and just getting home late nights, which is certainly not the case for everyone. It's kind of a matter of, because I live outside of the city, it takes me an hour to get home each way. I park about 20 minutes away, so that's a walk. It's just, altogether my days are very long. They're very rewarding, but for me right now, this is kind of the best I can do. But I just wanted to, I don't know, put that out there in case somebody is put off by me working 2 days a week. And if you are, I totally understand, and you don't need to follow me. But I just want to be honest and tell you guys that's kind of my situation right now. And I don't want to scare anybody because it's totally doable. Everyone else at Dermaplus does it. But for me right now, this is how I'm trying to balance my health. So I'm drinking Airborne in a wine glass so I can feel fun. Zinc and all my supplements right now are my best friends. I take so many supplements, probably altogether, like 20 a day. I'm working with a holistic doctor at one of the best hospitals in California called UCSF. So I'm actually working with an integrative medicine doctor, and I will be trying something called magnet therapy in, I think, next week. So it's kind of a new cutting edge technique that is supposed to help eliminate viruses in the body and other sicknesses. So there's not a lot of data on it, and my doctor was even hesitant to recommend it because there's just not too much data on it yet. And it was something she had actually done herself, but so she kind of recommended it to me as like a friend. So I will be trying that. If anyone's curious about watching that process, let me know. Maybe I could do a little vlog on magnet therapy. I saw it featured on the Goop Netflix show as well when I was already kind of thinking about it after my doctor talked about it. So it seems like it's starting to kind of become a newer popular thing. So I'll be trying that. I'm also doing acupuncture, and yeah, just on a low inflammatory diet, taking a lot of supplements. If you guys know me, you know health is everything to me, and just realizing how I feel like I'm almost tearing up. It affects your health, and if you have good health, be so thankful for it, because when you have poor health, it affects pretty much every relationship in your life. I can't see my best friends as often as I'd like to. A lot of times I struggle with a lot of guilt because I can't always, after the end of a busy week, take, you know, one of my weekend days to go see them, since I live a little bit farther away from all of my friends. But I've just realized I really have to slow down, especially with my weekends. I need to rest, and usually that means, and this is a new thing for me, taking at least one day out of the weekend to do nothing and literally just sit in my bed. So I'm trying to do that today. It's hard for me because I like to be moving around, but health is everything. It affects your relationships, it affects your job. I would love to be doing more on YouTube and social media if I felt better, but when you don't feel good, you don't have the energy to do all the things you want to do. I don't travel that much, like, and I know that sounds weird. A lot of times, like, people ask me if I have upcoming travel plans, like they ask if I like to travel, and honestly, like, usually I say I don't appreciate it as much as other people because it takes me off my sleep, my food routine, everything. It does set me back. So I'm just a lot of the time so afraid of veering off of that because I want to feel good. And some people, I feel like, don't mind as much. Like, my boyfriend always says he wouldn't know if he like was sick or had a cold. It just like wouldn't really register. I think I'm like very sensitive to it. The reason I don't like drinking or ever really drink, besides maybe a glass of wine a handful of times out of the year, I don't drink because I value feeling well so much so that having one extra day where I'm hungover and can't appreciate life, like, makes me depressed. Like, it makes me very sad. So I avoid it at all costs, and I do everything I can in my daily routine to feel good. It's all I want for myself and what I want for you guys. So I hope you're all feeling good. If you're not, I'm with you. It's a journey. It's a journey. So I'll kind of end that ramble there, but I'm gonna show you guys my little lunch. I'm about to make a little lunch, and quickly I wanted to say thank you so much to Lizzy, if you are watching, Lizzy, my coworker that you guys saw in the clip, for sharing her little insight into her career as an SD. Comment below if you guys would like to see more videos with Lizzy, because she's so smart and she's been doing this for 8 years now, so she has more experience than me, and she's just so intuitively good at it. You should see the way she is with clients. I'm always in awe of her. So that was stepping out of her comfort zone. I asked her to do it for us so we could learn, and yeah, I know she was nervous. So also say thank you to Lizzy in the comments. Okay, I'm gonna go make a little lunch. I'm making a salad, so I will show you guys what's in that. These are just some of my supplements, by the way, you guys. This is my thyroid medication I take every day. I know it's controversial to be taking thyroid medication for where I'm at right now. I take it. Here are some of the other supplements I take. Not recommending anybody like just dive into these supplements, but just thought I'd share a few that my holistic doctor recommended. The key ingredient in this one is andrographics complex. This is the second naturopath who has recommended it to me. So I take this every day. I need to actually take some supplements right now. Oh, for anyone struggling with sleep, this is what I take, Genius Sleep Aid. One of those and one melatonin, because they both affect different parts of the brain that allow you to fall asleep and stay asleep. Iron. This is kind of like a new medication I started, TH2 and TH1 support. The brand is Pure Encapsulations. This is also a brand we offer at Dermaplus, but I think it's a really good brand. Again, check with whoever you want, your doctor, whoever. That is just what my doctor has recommended to me. So this is just like half my supplements. I'll show you behind the scenes some of my other ones that I need to take. Vitamin D, zinc, and turmeric are some of my other staples. I dabbled in the Fit with Cambry magnesium. I really like magnesium for sleep and relaxing the body. I take this for stomach aches. Peppermint gels, it's the best. Little CBD. But yeah, these are just some of them. But yeah, I don't know if anyone has any interest in seeing that, but I thought I'd show you. Okay, guys, so I am about to eat lunch. I really don't have an appetite, and that's kind of unusual. Like, a lot of times I struggle with my temperature. I feel really hot or really cold, and it's tough for me to get warm. Like, I'll have to take a really hot bath so I can stop shivering, basically. It's not fun, but that, I'll feel like I have a scratchy throat. My stomach is upset. My body aches. Like, I just kind of like hurt all around. Like, it's kind of a weird, like, inflamed feeling, I guess is how I would explain it. Like, kind of like flu-ish, but it just happens so often. I know it's not the flu. It's like every week at this point. So I hate to complain. I really struggle with, like, should I tell somebody if I'm not feeling well? Like, I hate to bring anyone down. I don't want to complain, but I feel like with those closest around me, like, a lot of times I have to say something because I'm not able to do what was planned, yada yada. I know it's kind of a downer, but that's just the situation right now. I am always trying to be healthy, as you guys know, with my food, and my doctor did suggest like this low inflammatory diet. Not recommending that for anyone by any means, because I'm not a nutritionist, but it is what she recommended to me, and it's basically pretty close to like the Mediterranean diet, if anyone is familiar with that. So a lot of vegetables and greens. When I have fruit, I try, not always successful, but try to keep it to things like berries and lower sugar fruit. So not a lot of the like tropical things like bananas, mango. Not that I'm saying it's bad for anyone or they shouldn't have that. Like, that's like a treat to me and I love it. But as far as her guidelines to me, she said to limit sugar, as my body is in such an inflamed state. I really have to be careful of that, I guess, because I will go crazy and have, you know, like banana smoothies with mango and dates, and nothing wrong with that for a normal person, but for me, I have to be extra careful. So she also suggested I really emphasize things like spices, teas, fish. So I try to eat a lot more fish than I used to, and she does say to limit chicken and red meat. Not that you can't have it, but she says to have those as more of like sides and have more fish. I don't know how I feel about that, because I do enjoy getting protein from meat, Also, sorry if that's controversial, but it's a lot of times I feel like, especially with low iron, my body does crave meat. So today, this is what I'm having. It is a greens-based salad. This is called Power Greens from Trader Joe's. And I have some pre-made chicken in there from Whole Foods. It is, I'll show you guys the brand. It's this brand from Whole Foods. It is organic and it's called Butcher's Chicken. It is lemon pepper flavored. Just realized this brand is a theme for me because I just had some bone broth. She also recommended I have more things like bone broth. She suggested having more like warming things, which I love smoothies. I love a lot of cold foods actually, but she's recommended more like warming foods, which is interesting. And I think it's kind of stems from Ayurveda. But I actually was listening to the Skinny Confidential podcast it was the founder of Bill Campo, and the founder talks about all the benefits of bone broth, but something I'm trying to have more of. And then the rest of the salad, I just have some avocado. I have some pumpkin seeds, which can be really good for balancing hormones apparently. And I put in some dates just for a little fun texture. I think salads are all about texture. So if you think salads are boring, I would say play with that, because I think to have a good salad, you need both crunch and like something kind of chewy or sweet, just to make it interesting. This is kind of like a simple version of a salad I would make. Oh, there's also pea shoots or pea sprouts on here. But yeah, a lot of times I do like a lot more things, but I just kind of want something simple. I also usually make my dressing and just do lemon and olive oil. To me, that tastes really good. And I love just like simple foods, but I was getting a little bored with it. So I wanted to try something from the store, which my boyfriend would not approve of. He doesn't really like store-bought dressings, so we always make our own. But this is the one I got, Tessa Mays. The name kind of got me, to be honest. I love anything like lemon garlic flavor. I'm a big lemon girl. So I'm just gonna dress this salad and then we will eat it and enjoy. It's about 3 o'clock. Honestly, I have no appetite, but here we go. We gotta eat. So one of my favorite ways to wind down at the end of the day, or if I'm not feeling well, or if I've trained really hard and my muscles are sore, is to take a bath. I try to take one like kind of as hot as I can just to relax the muscles, and I put in magnesium bath salts. I get them from Whole Foods. I can show you guys the bag. And tonight I also put in a Lush bath bomb because I got some for Valentine's Day, so I put that in the bath. And yeah, I am just going to chill. Here's my little bath situation. Nothing fancy. I used one of the Lush coconut bath balms. I might put in a little like oil because the hot water can make you dry. And then I totally ripped open the bag, but these are just the Epsom salts I put in the bath. And I think before I get in, I'm going to do my first cleanse. That way I'm not like sitting in the bath with the steam and like dirt on my skin. So normally, some of you guys know to do my whole cleansing routine, which by the way, I have a whole video dedicated to how I wash my face if you want to watch it. But I love to use a makeup eraser if I have a full face of makeup on, like foundation, more of a full face. Right now I just have like a tiny bit of concealer underneath my eyes and mascara and brow gel, so I'm not going to do that because I only have one. It's kind of a pain to wash it every time. That's my only issue with it. I want like 5 of them. So I'm going to use a little oil-free, fragrance-free makeup remover, alcohol-free too, and I just use this underneath the eye. You can hold it down to kind of loosen the mascara and gently wipe away. I'm not like the biggest fan of makeup remover all over the skin just because it's an added step that can be irritating. So a lot of times I like to use a cream cleanser to remove makeup, or I will use my makeup eraser. At Dermaplus, we start every facial with a warm towel on the skin. And that's quickly become a favorite thing of mine to do at home, especially at nighttime. I think a washcloth is a really great, cheap way to have a better skincare routine, as long as you're not tugging, pulling really hard, or using one that's like really scratchy. I'm gonna take the Is Clinical Cleanser, which I actually like a lot, as my first makeup removing step. And then after the bath, I'm gonna wash my face with the Dermaplus Chamomile Cleanser. But I like this one a lot. Doesn't seem to clog pores, and I think it's a way better option than something like a cleansing balm that has residue that can be left on the skin. I think this just goes to show you don't really need like a thick, very emollient, rich oil cleanser, because I'm just not the biggest fan of oil cleansers for the skin. I think oil should be used minimally in a routine. Otherwise, I just see it causes a lot of congestion. I know it's really popular, so you don't have to, if you disagree, we don't have to fight about it. It's just my opinion. I prefer like a cream cleanser that rinses more clean. Okay, so I'm obviously fresh out of the shower. The first thing I do, and I do this fast, is I sprayed my face with the hydrating toner. I'm not gonna spray it again because it's like gold, but a tip I have for you guys is to get into your skincare routine pretty fast Okay guys, I am fresh out of the shower, and I have a little tip. Right when you get out of the shower or bath, you want to get into your skincare routine pretty quickly. So what I always do just out of the shower is spray my face with the Dermaplus hydrating toner. This is like gold to me. It's my favorite, so I'm not gonna spray it again. But I try to spray it within 60 seconds of getting out of the shower, so the humectants, the hyaluronic, they can all bind to the skin and lock in that moisture before it travels out of the epidermis. Some people don't know with hyaluronic acid and humectants, you want to apply it on damp skin so it can lock in that moisture. If you apply it on dry skin, it can actually pull that moisture out of the skin. So this is the toner I use pretty much day and night if I'm not using my salicylic toner, which is for congestion, and I only use this like every 2 nights or so, or every other night. By the way, if anybody is interested in Dermaplus products, which this is obviously not sponsored, it's just where I work, and this is what I recommend to my clients when I'm getting them on a skincare routine so that we can see results. It's what I recommend to my boyfriend, my mom, my best friends, my sister. It's what I buy and what I use, so obviously I love it. But if anyone's interested in Dermaplus, you can always shoot me a DM and I can actually help you create a little customized skincare routine. So I'm happy to do that. But this is the first step in my routine. And then since I'm feeling a little bit sensitized because of my use of retinol, I'm not going to use it tonight. I'm going to keep my skincare routine pretty simple. I think as estheticians, one thing we might struggle with is like trying a lot of products or overuse of active ingredients. Like, I'm totally guilty of that because I know how wonderful they are, but the thing is, if you don't give your skin time to repair and rest and heal, you won't see the benefits of it. You will just compromise your barrier over time. So tonight we're keeping it simple. I'm just gonna do a little bit of the Dermaplus moisturizer. It is professional grade, so very concentrated. You don't need a lot. And this has two of my favorite oils in it, squalene and jojoba, which are very light, non-comedogenic oils. So I'm obsessed. Doesn't clog my pores, but gives me that nourishment I really need in winter time and in the evenings. So lots of plant cells and plant stem cells and good ingredients, peptides, antioxidants, all the things we love. It's just a beautiful moisturizer. It's my favorite I've ever tried. If you're somebody who's like, I've never found a moisturizer I'm obsessed with, you might like the Dermaplus moisturizer. And we also have an oil-free option for more oily acneic types. Don't want this to sound like an ad. I'm just very passionate about these products. And then I'm gonna go in with the Dermaplus eye cream. This has vitamin K, so it helps with dark circles, and caffeine to help depuff your under eye area. You just need like a little grain of rice size of your eye cream, by the way. You don't need a lot. And I'm just gently patting it in. And that's pretty much it tonight. Very simple. I may do a little cold rolling just to help calm me down, but I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.